Hey everybody, I want to take a minute and share a little bit about this clock right here. This clock was my grandparents' clock. It hung on a shelf by their front door, similar to what I have here, but I remember as a kid, every Sunday morning before we walked out the door to go to church, Grandpa would walk over and he would wind this clock and set the time. And then every day before we walked out the door, he would adjust the time, change a little bit for the seconds so it run just perfect. And I asked him one time, I said, Grandpa, why in the world do you mess with this clock every day? You wind it on Sunday. Shouldn't that be enough? And he told me, he said, son, everything about this house runs on time. This tells us when we ought to be home, tells us when we need to leave, tells us when we should have supper ready. So it really is kind of a heartbeat of this house. And I got to thinking about it now that I've grown older and my grandparents have passed away, that's kind of like our spiritual life and our daily devotions and our worship on Sundays. See, we go to church on Sundays and we worship and we have some good preaching, and that just kind of winds us up. We let God use all of the factors in the church to wind us up and to keep us tight like we need to be. And then every day we take our daily devotions and our Bibles and we read, and that just tweaks us and sets us on a good path every day so that our spiritual life can be wound and can be carried and can be followed through with every aspect of the time that God has for us. And so I just want to take a minute today and share with you guys my grandparents' clock and kind of what it means to me and kind of why it's just sitting here, a center point here in my living room. And so thank you. I appreciate your time.